Hello beautiful people, let's dive a bit more deeper into this new base skin, which by the way looks absolutely awesome. The level 1 is the Ironclad Hovercraft and the level 2 is the Sunshine Stormrider. And in this episode I'm not just only gonna evaluate this base skin from the stats perspective, I would also want to use this opportunity to give 2 feedback points to River Game in order to make this base skin far more attractive for far more players, which is also a positive thing for you, River Game. So, first of all, we have to mention that this base skin has 2 levels and it's exclusively only for the Air Force. That's kind of the sad part about it. We are expecting that the level 1 base skin should have a price between $20 and $30, and I'm going to get to that in a second. And the level 2 version of this base skin, we are expecting a price between $150 and $170. Now, I think it's worth it to briefly address the level 1 base skin, and let's also add a March query for your planes on the screen in order to explain you even better, and it should look something like this. Good. So we have for the first 2 rows a damage increase of 9%. So that means here slot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now what's super important are slots 1, 2, 3, 5 and 8. Meaning, in other words, from 5 slots which are buffed by your formation, actually 4 of these slots will gonna get the advantage of this extra 9%, which is a great thing. And obviously this base skin has also a 12% damage reduction, but that is just only for the slots 1, 2, 3, which is also a great thing. Now, it's not much to say regarding this all units attack, because the longer you play Top War, you're gonna do more upgrades, and a lot of them can be done for free, so your stats will gonna get far higher, making values like this, all units attack or all units HP, having a far lesser value. So for a price tag of $20 to $30, I think this base skin level 1 is actually worth it. But good, let's have a look at the level 2 of this base skin, which looks absolutely amazing, not just only from the design perspective. So we're gonna have now an 18% damage increase for the slots 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, which again, it's amazing, especially because slots 1, 2, 3 and 5 are extra buff from your formation, leaving the slot number 8 to side. It's a good thing, and of course the damage reduction for the first row will gonna go all the way up to 25%, which is also super awesome. Again, we are not addressing this, but we definitely have to address the holding in stock, because this is also my first feedback point for a River Game. So, dear River Game, please make the capacity in generally in Top War being a stat which is absolutely worth it and have a far higher value. And what's the best way to do so? It's actually to do the following change, which we are seeing in a lot of war games out there. Meaning, in other words, when you are using a march to attack something, then yes indeed, in this case the march size should indeed matter. But inside your base, if an opponent wants to attack you, well, the march size should play no role, exactly like we see in the alliance defense or individual defense. That attacker will gonna have to face all your units in one single march, and I'm referring to all your tanks in one march, then all your navy in one march, all your planes in one march. Obviously, super important here would be to set the correct heroes in your defense. And I will also gonna wanna add this, and I can provide screenshot if it's necessary, dear River Game, but actually in Age of Empires Mobile, I can use this specific march in the defense, but also can use this march at the same time attacking something, which also is a great idea. As for the time being, dear players, the best place for your units is actually not in your base. Here is the best position for your units in your inventory, because whenever you need extra units to attack something, then you can easily put them in your base, then attack your target, because having a high capacity in your base means also that opponents can come out of nowhere, attack you, kill all of them, and the capacity won't help you whatsoever. Quite the contrary. Your higher capacity will gonna give your opponent far more points because he's gonna kill far more units, and on top for you, you're gonna have a far higher repairing cost. So dear River Game, if you're listening to this, you should definitely rework this and make the capacity to be a far more valuable stat. And I said I had 2 points for feedback. Honestly, good. If I would had one more wish, I would have loved to see this base skin to be universal for all unit type, but then again I understand where Rivergame is coming from, because obviously at one point we're going to see this base skin also for tanks and also for navy. Beautiful people, one more thing I would like to add is actually the Crescent Moon coming. And I'm gonna add in a second a video on the screen, because it's always super awesome to refresh your memory. This is a free-to-play event, and we can also see the rewards here looks absolutely super nice. And why not take a moment right now, refresh your memory, you know exactly what to do. So beautiful people, if videos like this actually have a solid value, then the best way to support me is actually 100% free, as you should subscribe to this channel, obviously watch my videos till the end. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm gonna catch you in the next awesome episode. Ciao, 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 people.